in their hands doesn't seem to have produced the results they want.
I'm going to talk more about that at 7 o'clock.
Oh, good.
Because there's a huge story there, and the biggest story out of that is what they're feeding representatives, because that's all that's actually being accomplished.
Do you remember when the war with Russia, when you had President, oh my gosh, his name, Zelensky in Ukraine saying, hey, we need to be out of this war by winter. Well, now Kyiv is preparing for a winter with no heat, no water, no power, because that's what Russia has been focused on, infrastructure of the country, period, but specifically of Kyiv. And Russia is just intensifying these attacks on the capital, so anybody who is left there in Kyiv is saying, hey, we've got nothing, and how long can they survive the winter without the essentials?
So it gets cold. It gets cold, and it's rough to survive without water. And Kyiv is untouched for the most part. Beginning of the war, when the Russians went after Kyiv, I thought they were going to fall in 3 days. They were repulsed. And at this point, it has now been the target of these drone attacks, where drones come from Iran. And Iran has now admitted that it has sold drones to Russia, but said, we did it before the war. We're not helping them now. So it's, forget about the lie that we gave you before, believe this lie.
Was it resentment that led a man to plant a pipe bomb at a Civil War battlefield in Virginia and threaten to cause similar havoc at other Civil War reenactment locations? Authorities say, yeah, probably. Gerald Drake is facing federal charges for planting that pipe bomb, threatening to disrupt other events, and also pretending, and he's not in legal trouble for this part, but he pretended to be an Antifa guy. But he's not.
Do we know which side he was on? I'm just curious.
In the reenactment?
Yeah, he was a reenactment guy.
The Confederacy. He was a Civil War reenactor, and they kicked him out in 2014
For using real bullets?
It doesn't say specifically why they kicked him out, but he then apparently embarked on this campaign to disrupt Civil War reenactments while trying to blame it on Antifa. So that's all fine, except when you're leaving pipe bombs around, which luckily, by the way, the pipe bomb was found and it was deactivated by police, and, thank God nothing bad happened.
Right.
Remember the story out of Iowa about the teenager who pleaded guilty to killing the guy that she said raped her? That 18-year-old has escaped from the women's center where she was serving her probation sentence. Piper Lewis was given that probation sentence. She was at the Fresh Start Women's Center in Des Moines, and she just walked out 6:15 on Friday morning. And prosecutors had called this probation sentence that she was given merciful for the teen who endured horrible abuse, although some people even questioned the $150,000 restitution she was ordered to pay in this case. If she had completed 5 years of closely supervised probation, her prison sentence would have been expunged.
So she was assigned to a halfway house, effectively, and
walked out. What happens, and Wayne, I don't know if you know, what happens if she goes back? What happens if she said, I just had to get out for a few days, and turns herself back in? I mean, what if?
Well, they'll have to decide if they want to charge her or not, because it's legally an escape, but it's not practically an escape. There's no files in case, there's no scaling barbed wire fences. You literally just walk out the door, there's nobody to stop.
she also cut off her ankle monitor.
Yes, well, that too.
That would make sense.
Which was really, she had public sympathy on her side all the way, and $150,000. Imagine this guy sexually abusing you, you kill him, and then you have to pay restitution
to him. $150,000 to him.
He's dead.
Yeah.
But there was over $500,000 was raised in a GoFundMe to cover that.
Well,
She was never going to have to reach into her own pocket, nor should she have. And now this decision has really made things much rougher for her. And we still don't know what her explanation is or will be, but not a smart move under any circumstances.
Yeah, the GoFundMe campaign raised $560,000 can write a check for the $150,000 restitution, and she still has $400,000 to spend.
And if she was at this detention center and had the ability just to walk out the door, she had freedom, right, to go back and forth, so it's just a matter she didn't return?
She wasn't probably under permission to leave when she walked away.
Except usually you are to work, correct?
Well, you can get permission to be away from the facility, but I'm saying if she cut her monitor off and walked away, I'm guessing, well, you know what? She could have been that she was allowed to leave and then she cut it off and didn't come back.
Well, also, I'm assuming that they have, you put money into an account to buy Fritos and potato chips and stuff, and $400,000 to buy your watch. This is true. You're obsessed today. I am, for some reason. Let's do one more.
Well, a guy really, as you like to say, Bill, went squirrely after his flight was canceled, and then he was told he couldn't get a same-day ticket from Salt Lake City to Denver, so I'll do this as quickly as I can, but oh boy, what a spree. He carjacks one car, hits another car, makes a U-turn, hits another car, tries to carjack that car that he just hit, but can't get the lady out of the car because she's wearing her seatbelt, goes back to the car he was driving, hit, I think, 5 more cars, carjacks another car, I think he carjacked another car and then hit 5 more cars, and then he was throwing rocks at cars on I-80 when the authorities caught up to him, trying to get one of them to stop so he could carjack them. I like Denver, but Denver's not that great.
Sounds like there were some management issues, don't you think? Anger management issues?
Oh, no kidding.
All right, we're done, guys. Coming up, you were talking about the COP27 climate summit. Talk a little bit more about that, because according to a lot of people, especially foreign countries, there is an answer. I don't think so, but I'll share that one with you when we come back. KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. We're watching everything, so you can watch your sanity.
KFI.
KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
It's a storm warning. I'm Jennifer Jones-Lee, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. A major storm is moving into SoCal. The National Weather Service says more than 5 inches of rain could fall in some areas over the next couple of days. That could cause some local flooding. Snow is also expected in the mountains, where high winds will also be an issue. Our temperatures are just going to be in the mid-50s to maybe 60. I'll get you your complete forecast coming up in just a second. Karen Bass and Rick Caruso have arrived close to the finish line and nearly tied in the polls. Caruso says disenchanted voters will tilt the race in his favor.
Well, I think it's going to be decided by a lot of people that probably traditionally haven't voted, but they've gotten so tired of the state of the city and the career politicians not hearing them that they're moving towards me.
Bass says her commitment to the welfare of the people of LA is unshakable.
I want people to know that I am committed to this city and that I'm going to work my heart and soul to make sure that we get people housed, that we keep people safe, and that this city is affordable.
The latest LA Times poll shows Bass ahead at 45% with Caruso at 41%. The lead is within the poll's margin of error. Vice President Harris is scheduled to appear at a Get Out the Vote rally at UCLA. She'll be there today with Karen Bass. The Congresswoman is closely contested in the race to be the next mayor of LA. News is brought to you by Outlook Homes. Outlook Homes. Police have been looking for a hit-and-run driver who killed a 34-year-old pedestrian in the Willowbrook area. The woman was hit a little before midnight Friday at East El Segundo Boulevard and South Willowbrook Avenue. She was pronounced dead at the scene, as authorities say she may have been homeless. The Ventura County Fire Department has chipped in to help the Ojai area get ready for fire.
The department has matched $125,000 to the Ojai Valley Fire Safe Council to improve local fire safety maps. Ventura County Fire's Andy Van Skyver says one element of the maps is forecasting where embers will go in the event of a fire.
We want to make sure that the evacuation routes out of a community, in this case the Ojai area, will not be impacted by the ember path.
The maps will also in part identify local fire hazards and water and power needs. Officials say the Ojai area is one of the highest wildfire risk areas in the state. Blake Trolley, KFI News.
A new report report says a government program designed to make drugs more affordable for needy people is being abused. Peter Pitts with the Center for Medicine in the Public Interest says some hospitals have been pocketing the savings.
Repurposing these discounted drugs to Americans with insurance who are affluent, charging them full price, double dipping, is highly unethical.
Pitt says the federal 340B program needs revision.
Hospitals should be prohibited from charging 1 penny more for 340B drugs than what they pay for them.
There's more info at cmpi.org. Authorities in Egypt have blocked access to Human Rights Watch's website and hundreds of others at the COP27 conference on global warming. HRW was due to lead a panel discussion at COP27. People attending the conference fear the blocking of about 700 websites at COP27 are part of the Egyptian authorities' efforts to separate battle climate negotiations from human rights issues. Handel's going to talk more about COP27 in just a moment. And authorities in Northern California say a fire that destroyed a home in a rural area may have been caused by a meteor. Witnesses in Nevada County describe a bright ball of light falling out of the sky Friday night. NASA says the southern Taurus meteor shower peaked this weekend. We'll get a look at your drive with EKFI in the sky and a crash on the 5 and 10 interchange. First at Sports with Wayne.
The Houston Astros are the 2022 World Series champions. They beat the Phillies 4-1 in Game 6 on Saturday. Still, Houston manager Dusty Baker had one more thing on his to-do list.
This is the greatest bunch of guys. They told me in spring training that they're going to win. Now, what's next? Party!
Now, Los Angeles has a championship team as well. LA Football Club beat the Philadelphia Union in a 3-0 penalty shootout to take the Major League Soccer title, their first ever. In American football, the Rams blew a 13-6 lead by letting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers score 10 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. Final score 16-13. The Chargers beat the Atlanta Falcons 20-17 on a last-second field goal. And in basketball, the Lakers suffered a 114-110 loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Clippers fell to the Utah Jazz 110-102. I'm Wayne Rest at KFI Sports.
The Nano Clinic has revolutionized knee and hip replacement surgery. Using computer precision combined with minimally invasive outpatient surgery. You're going to be walking faster, return to work faster, recover more fully faster. Nano is where Marjorie went for her knee surgery. Nano knee and hip surgery covered by most PPO health insurance plans. Call 800-780-NANO for private consultation, including telemedicine. 800-780-NANO or visit nanoclinic.com.
Checking your KFI financial report right now, the Dow is up 114, S&P is up 7, NASDAQ is up 11. SoCal weather from KFI. We've got a big winter storm on the way. Already we're getting reports of rain all over Southern California, and it's just going to increase in strength as the day goes on. Tomorrow is the bulk of the storm. That's when we could see an inch of rain an hour in some places in Southern California. It's going to last, not the inch an hour, but the storm is going to last through Wednesday, and highs are just going to be in the mid-60s to right at 60. We are expecting snow and gusty winds in the mountains. Right now it's 62 and raining in Mission Hill, 60 in Irvine. Let's get a look at your drive with EKFI in the sky and update the 5 and 10 interchange.
Well, things aren't good. I hope you were paying attention to Jennifer's weather report because it affects the drive. Now, Oil Heights is kind of the end, if you will, of the westbound San Bernardino freeway. It's westbound 10, transition to the southbound 5. We have a lot of transition problems with the crash right in the middle. Is going down towards the East LA interchange. So that west 10, out of San Bernardino backing up from around 710. A little bit to the north now going into Pasadena, the north 110. Now we find out we past out 43, but there's a spin out right in the middle of the Arroyo Seco Parkway. Be careful. Big problem. 2 can stay according to leaving, I should say. But South 5, a little bit south of 126, all lanes were shut down since 3 o'clock this morning. The right lane has been reopened for about an hour right now. Delays are extensive. All the surface streets are jammed. However, it depends where you are. Being beyond the South 5 at Magic Mountain and beyond your way. Slow way. The Corona Yorba Linda Run, westbound 91, it's slow from the 15 over towards 241, but so far we've got all lanes open. Let's keep it that way. And Oxnard, Ventura County, East 101, all lanes are still shut down to Rice Avenue. On this one, get on the East 1 at Del Norte and be careful into the San Fernando Valley. Tough morning. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Jeff Ball.
At Easy Gator, boost for work is our thing. Maybe that's why we get orders from 93% of
measure your eyes over 1,000 times, and I can only give it to the first 14 callers. So, good luck. 866-559-4444. 866-559-4444. 866-559-4444.
Rain, cool temperatures tonight, around 60 degrees, cool and rainy again tomorrow during the day. Hopefully clearing up by midday Wednesday, but it's still going to be cool getting to the weekend. Things are slow in West LA.
This is the 405 making your way northbound, leaving the 10. The drive remains slow all the way to Nordoff in North Hills. It's just pretty heavy and messy that whole way. The 101 southbound slowing down from the 405 into Sherman Oaks all the way to the 170-134 split. If you're staying on that 134 eastbound, man, the drive looks really good past the 170, and you're looking good into Burbank. If there's anyone we happen to know heading that direction towards the studios, you're fine after the 170. That northbound side of the 101 out of Hollywood, loading up all the way from Melrose, and the drive remains slow all the way to White Oak and Encino. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Angel Martinez.
The teacher said she was daydreaming, spacey. He is extra sensitive, and there is no in-between for him.
Are you wondering why your child is struggling? It might be a sign of a learning or thinking difference like ADHD or dyslexia. Some kids are wired differently, but all kids can thrive with the right support. At Understood.org, we're here to help. Visit Understood.org/iHeart. Take our signs and symptoms quiz to get answers and explore solutions.
By now, you've heard the news. Vaccine boosters are available for eligible Californians. Boosters support stronger immunity and help maximize protection against COVID-19 and its variants. Visit myturn.ca.gov to find out if you're eligible and to find a booster near you. That's myturn.ca.gov. Stay healthy and strong. Get boosted. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
Ocean views, magical sunsets, a luxury resort like no other. Discover Terranea, located along the coast of the Palos Verdes Peninsula in Southern California. Book your getaway to Terranea now at terranea.com or call 310-265-2800. That's 310-265-2800.
Amazon Business honors Ricardo Gurgel, owner of Veggie Root Tavern. This week, Ricardo saved big and used Amazon Business to help his team buy commercial deep fryers at a quality discount. Because even veggies can be fried.
I'm gonna need 2 orders of fried fillets.
With business buying easier than before, Ricardo now uses his extra time to focus on growing something big. Buy smarter, dream bigger. Visit Amazon Business, your partner for smart business buying. Fiddleheads. Oh.
It's a buyer's market, so get out there and find that dream home. Found it, but got turned down due to your debt-to-income ratio? Call me, Tanya King, your self-employed mortgage specialist at Right Choice Mortgage. The pain of these high interest rates will only be temporary. Call me today for a free approval or a second look. We have programs others don't, offering mortgages in the 5s, yes to 5, even on bank statement loans. Have a 3% first but want cash out? Keep it. Get a second or a HELOC. Need a bank statement second? We have those now too. Tax returns not needed. We have 40-year loans to give you a lower payment and afford more. Could save you as much as $650 a month. Financing for the self-employed or W-2, I can help. 833-886-3863. I answer my own calls. 833-886-3863. 833-886-FUND. Call me now. 833-886-FUND.
Just mortgage license at the BRE 0194376. Also licensed by the MR at 11325 and in order to ladder.
American Vision Windows, SoCal's choice for energy-efficient windows and doors. AmericanVisionWindows.com.
The pitches, promises, scare tactics, and junk mail. It's over. KFI will unravel the mess, do the math, tell you what it means and why it matters. The results. KFI on election night. Tomorrow night on KFI AM 640. The news, what it means, why it matters.
Riders on the storm. Into this house we're born.
What a night.
KFI AM 640.
Don't you dare, don't you dare.
It's my only kid now.
You just go.
trying to keep my record straight. She's coming in for the Tim Kelly Jr. Show on this Monday. Tim Stock's getting a little bit out of the weather, so we got Mark Thompson coming in for the show this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. Please, Crozier has been unleashed. The Kraken is tough to put back in its cage.
Did everything come out okay? Is the bathroom still in good shape?
Well, this is the thing. Apparently, it sounded like I was in a bathroom. I was in the studio, but I've now... well, what's happened was and I'll just give you the story in 30 seconds or less. It'll be mercifully short. But we've disassembled the old unit that used to be the connection thing that we used, that Tim and I used all through COVID and all that kind of thing. We disassembled that. So I was using another thing, which clearly was not working, but there were no dishes around, and there was no, I don't know, and I guess it sounded like there were the clanking of dishes, or that there were cappuccino cups being, yeah, I don't know where that came from, so I don't know. But I
just been imagining like a white thin porcelain dishes with swans on them or something.
Well, I have had to pick up a side hustle over there, but yeah.
Do you live in a home with folding doors?
Yeah, we do have, it was an early dinner seating, and I had to get it done before, so many people coming in, and as I say, I am now the maitre d', so that's how that happened. But, Crows, you handled yourself quite beautifully, I thought.
Yeah, you did.
Considering it was just dumped on you. So, thanks, sorry about that. Did you do that? Now you're messing with me. Jason Nathanson is the star entertainment reporter covering Hollywood for ABC. Hey, Jason Nathanson.
You are too kind.
Well, Jason, I love your stuff, and we've talked before about how much I love it, so I'm not going to lavish you with praise any further now, because I don't want to take time away from what's happening. A couple of...
By the way, anytime, you can come over to my house in North Hollywood and broadcast from here.
Oh, that's right.
You're more than welcome.
Run away, Jason.
Just for the hell of it, we should try it. I'm going to leave here during the commercial break, run to Jason Nathanson's there. So, I don't know where you want to begin. We can start with I suppose, the Twitter controversy that's affected many celebrities, and Kathy Griffin, very high profile among them. She was tossed off Twitter, I guess, because she was impersonating, as it was said, Elon Musk, claiming that she was Elon Musk without making it clear that it was a parody account. Is that more or less it?
Well, there's a whole thing on Twitter where I guess people realize that you can change your name, not your actual Twitter handle, but your name, to say whatever you want your name to be. So she and other people realized this, and they changed their name to Elon Musk, and when you change your name to Elon Musk, or whatever, the blue check mark is still there next to it. So it looks like Elon Musk blue check mark. But then right underneath it, it says @Kathy Griffin. So if you're paying attention, you know it's not Elon Musk, but it looks like it, and people get fooled on Twitter and social media and all these things all the time. So she started tweeting some stuff that, kind of made fun of him. Others did as well.
That should have also been a tip then that it wasn't Elon Musk, wasn't it?
Yeah, sure. Of course. And then Sarah Silverman did it. A bunch of other people did it as well. Elon Musk did not take too kindly to it. And he kind of stomped up and down and said, anybody who changes their name from here on out is going to be permanently suspended, which I think means kicked off. I mean, if you're suspended, that's not a
sounds like it,
right?
Yeah, right. Permanently would be
suspended is a temporary thing. Permanently suspended means you're done. But whatever. So he got really mad. It all kind of goes like a kid, like a tantrum on a schoolyard type thing, and said anybody who does this is going to be suspended, and so. But the whole thing is in the backlash to the blue checkmark thing, where people are upset and kind of pointing out the problems with some of this stuff, because their accounts look like they have blue check marks, but they were still tweeting as him. So if you have the blue check mark, does that mean you're verified, or you're not verified, or you're not verified? It's tough to really tell in this day and age where the information is coming from, and that's what they're trying to kind of point out here, like that his system that he wants to change to verify people. It doesn't seem like it's going to work.
Yeah. And I'll just say this because you can say, well, who cares about Twitter and whatever, but the reality is that a lot of people are influenced by social media, Twitter being among the platforms that they're influencing. Donald Trump was very effective on Twitter. He had a huge Twitter following, and it was a big deal when they banned him from the platform.
Oh, absolutely. It's changed the way that we do our job in the news media, because it used to be if you wanted a comment from somebody on something, you had to go, you had to either track them and have their information, or you had to go through their publicist, you had to wait for a while, they're formulating a plan, they're not sure what they want to say, what do they want to say, blah, 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 blah. Now, that layer of connection has been basically destroyed. And these celebrities themselves can go on these platforms and say whatever they want to say. And it counts as their statement. So whether it's Kanye West, Griffin, Musk, or whoever, as long as their account has not been hacked, and that's always the case, we don't know if the account has been hacked or not. So if they're doing something that's really silly, you can think, okay, I'm not sure if it's verified or not. But if they get on there and say, apologize for something, or, whatever they say on there, that's then become their statement entered into the public record. And so we have that now without this layer of publicists and people that are in between. That's...
that's one of the what you describe is that one of the great ways that in an unfiltered way, in a sense, politicians, journalists, high-profile celebrities, and just people can reach out to others, and they have a direct line to those people they're reaching out to, and it can be such an effective tool. I mean, now it seems to be hitting like a little bit of a whitewater rafting part of its evolution, but
sure. And it's also been great in for what we do in the breaking news world. If there's an earthquake or a fire or something like that, to get the information from, first of all, to the people who need the information. And that's why the verified checkmark means a lot, because you know you're getting usually verified information. But also the information that we get from people. If there's a fire, say, and there's people in the Calabasas area, and they're tweeting about flames here, and they're showing pictures and things like that. It kind of helps everybody to get this information out quicker to people who need it. So it's really kind of changed the way that we do journalism, and in a good way.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but I'd forgotten about that until you just mentioned it. I'm thinking about it from the standpoint of political statements and statements regarding COVID, etc. In that last instance we were chatting, but you're absolutely right. When I want information on fire, when I want information on traffic, even. I mean, and sure, earthquakes. Twitter becomes an invaluable tool. We all, in a sense, become citizen journalists because we have direct access to this social media, and we can blast out what's happening where we live.
Yeah, and it really is helpful in a lot of those cases. Now, you just have to know who to believe, and because there are people who want to get in there and hoax you all the time. Yeah. And want to do fake stuff. So
I want to. The second part of this, when we come back, is what happened with, for example, Kathy Griffin, because she's a good sort of canary in the coal mine for what's going on with a lot of other people. But then I only want to spend a second on that because Jimmy Kimmel had a big announcement, and Elon Musk. I want to button up the Elon Musk thing. I want to talk about what happened to Kathy Griffin, and then I want to get into Kimmel. All of that we have to do after we take a break. He is Jason Nathanson. So cool to join us on this wet night. We will check in with a meteorologist from Fox 11 next hour, and he will tell us exactly when to expect the heaviest rain and for how long. That's all still to come. It's the Conway Show. Mark Thompson sitting in for Tim on KFI AM 640, heard everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Into Michael Crozier in the 24-hour newsroom.
Orange County buses are running again, well, at least for tomorrow's election day. Striking maintenance workers agreed to temporarily return so that people can get to their polling centers. A man in Denver has been sentenced to life in prison with no parole for using an AK-47 to kill a woman and wounding her boyfriend because their dog was going potty outside the man's home. And Elon Musk says Twitter will permanently suspend people who change their display name to impersonate others after many people did that, change their display name to Elon Musk. We'll take a look at the 405 freeway next.
All right, let's talk about Sweet James, right? You get into an accident, that's no good, right? But you cannot call your insurance company on your own. They're going to try to hammer you and give you next to nothing. You got to call my guys and gals over at Sweet James. They won $56 million for their clients just in the last month. That's wild. $1.5 million went to an auto accident victim who experienced a terrible back injury. Hope he's okay. $1 million went for an injured victim who seriously hurt his foot after being struck by a truck.
and $480,000 for a client who was seriously hurt after they were knocked off a motorcycle by another motorist. Oh, boy. Well, we see it every day, right? You're on the freeway just minding your own business, trying to be safe, and some idiot plows into you. Gotta call the best attorneys in America. Vote at the best attorneys in America, by the way. Sweet J, 800-500. 5200, 800-500, 5200. The website, sweetjames.com.
From the Southern California Toyota Dealers Traffic Center, let's go places. It is slow in Culver City.
This is the 405, making your way along that southbound side, delays leaving the 10, taking you ahead towards the 90, and beyond in Hawthorne, you've got a little bit of a crowded drive, leaving the 105 freeway, better pass Rosecrans. We're also checking out the latest in Studio City. This is the 101 southbound. You're on the brakes away from Coldwater Canyon to the 170, 134, and more delays in Hollywood from Santa Monica Boulevard as you continue into downtown Los Angeles. You know, that 5 is pretty jammed up still. Southbound out of Los Feliz, from Los Feliz Boulevard all the way to the 605. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Angel Martinez.
Hey, this is Lincoln Kennedy. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Merrill, a Bank of America company.
Dodgers pitcher Julio Urias named a finalist for the NL Cy Young Award. Dave Roberts is a finalist for NL Manager of the Year. General Manager Perry Manassian says Angels star Shohei Ohtani will not be traded this offseason. Bills quarterback Josh Allen is being examined for a right elbow injury suffered against the Jets in Week 9. His status for Buffalo's matchup on Sunday against Minnesota is uncertain. I'm Frank Garrity. With Merrill, the bull always has your back. Learn more at ml.com/bullish. Investing involves risk. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Spencer, and Smith Incorporated, registered broker-dealer, registered investment advisor, member SIPC.
This report is sponsored by Memorial Care. Whether it's Sunday afternoon or 3 a.m., whenever, wherever, they're with you at Memorial Care. Get high-quality care virtually or in person with video visits, day or night, 24/7 telephone support, and more. Visit choosememorialcare.org for more information.
For the first time in our history, California is shrinking. Last year, more than 350,000 people left our Golden State. It's not hard to see why. Violent crime rose 6% last year. Homicides were up almost 8%. In our major cities, property crime is rampant. The homeless go untreated and without shelter, left to fend for themselves against violence and exploitation. Too often, others pay the price. Small businesses suffer from constant theft. Children walk past open-air drug markets on their way to school. People going about their daily lives are mugged. Enough is enough. Tomorrow is your chance to make your voice heard. If you haven't returned your ballot yet, you can return it in person to any polling place in the state, to the office of your county elections official, or at any drop-off location or drop box before 8 p.m. You can also have someone return your ballot for you. So don't forget to vote tomorrow. So much depends on it. Paid for by Safe Sidewalks Fund.
Did you know fixing out your leak can save 27 to 90 gallons of water per day? Even tiny leaks can be huge water users. Conserving water starts with a few simple water-saving actions at home and in your yard, like adjusting your sprinklers and adding drip irrigation so your water only runs in a tank. We can all do our part to conserve water. Visit SaveOurWater.com for more water-saving tips. Save water. Save California.
The midterms are here. With so much at stake, MSNBC has the in-depth coverage and analysis to give you a greater understanding. Watch coverage of the 2022 midterms, Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern on MSNBC.
Hey all, it's Dean Sharp, and I want to tell you about LightSource, the best whole house water system on the market, which is why it's the water system Tina and I use in our own home. You should pamper yourself and your family with filtered and delicious LightSource water coming straight from every faucet and tap in your house. LightSource eliminates 99% of chlorine and contaminants, so your water tastes great and your skin and hair feel great. Better yet, the LightSource system is maintenance-free. No filters, no salt. No more buying bottled water. Yeah, zero maintenance, zero water bottles. They install it and you forget about it. And for a limited time, purchase a LightSource system without paying a penny for 6 months. No interest, no payment, nothing for 6 months, subject to credit approval. Call LightSource at 800-803-2696 for a free consult. 800-803-2696 or
Visit lightsourcewater.com. Light Source. Taste, feel the difference. Malia Cohen pushed for higher taxes, but didn't pay her own taxes. Now she wants even more control over your taxes. That's a recipe for trouble. Malia Cohen has taken tens of thousands of dollars in perks since getting elected. Tickets to the symphony and athletic events. Luxurious travel overseas. All while pushing for you to pay more. Malia Cohen just doesn't add up for California taxpayers. The choice for taxpayers? Lon He-Chen. Lon He-Chen served under Presidents Obama and Bush. As controller, Lon He-Chen will be an advocate for taxpayers and an independent check on special interest influence. That's why Lon He-Chen is endorsed by over 20 newspapers across California, including the LA Times. Sacramento's go-along, get-along attitude wastes billions of our tax dollars. Lon He-Chen will be a watchdog for our money, not a lapdog for the insiders. Independent. Experience. Lon He-Chen. A winning formula for California taxpayers. Ad paid for by Safe CA Inc. Committee major funding from Safe Sidewalks Fund and David Sachs. Not authorized by a candidate or a committee controlled by a candidate.
This is terrifying.
This will blow your mind.
The average American viewer watches TikTok for 80 minutes a day.
It just kills me when someone goes, and then they show it to you. Gary and Shannon.
That's the new thing.
Weekdays at 10 a.m. on KFI.
Waiting for the rain to
What up, everybody? It's the Big Conway Show on KFI AM 640. Mark Thompson sitting in for Tim. Excited to be talking to Jason Nathanson from ABC. Covers the world of Hollywood. We're just finishing up a lot of this stuff that has to do with Twitter. The Musk takeover of Twitter couldn't have been noisier, and there's been a lot of pushback. And among those pushing back, many celebrities and sort of high-profile Twitter users, Kathy Griffin among them. And she was tossed off because she changed her name, just to catch you up. Jason was explaining to us before the break. Changed her name on Twitter, just the part where you can call yourself whatever you want. She changed her name to Elon Musk, as a lot of people did, to sort of in protest, more or less, to the way they're redoing the checks, the blue checks. Anyway, he tossed her off, and now he's threatening to boot any other impersonators. Isn't that what you were saying, Jason?
That's what he said, and she was tossed off. Then I guess Kathy Griffin went back on under her mother, who's dead, went under her account for a little while, and then went off of there. So it's unclear if she's going to be back on. Sarah Silverman, like I was mentioning, also one of the ones who did that as well, and she tweeted as Elon Musk, "I'm a freedom of speech absolutist, and I do eat the breakfast every day." So that's one of the one of the things that got Elon Musk. Got under his
The mass firings at Twitter are interesting only because they were followed. So on Friday there were mass firings. And laughing because on Monday they're mass hirings. They had to hire a bunch of people back. Like, how do we work this thing? Can you guys get back here? We fired you prematurely.
Yeah, it's like when you sell your home and then the other people leave, and then you're like, wait, no, I need you to show me how to use the stove and everything else, the pool cover. How does that work?
It's exactly right.
I guess they needed, because they fired so many people, and they needed a lot of people to I mean, he was doing it for cost-saving reasons, right? And it seems like with the number of people that they fired, yeah, Twitter might have been bloated. There's a lot of companies are. But you do need some people to be able to make sure that you can do the stuff that you need to do.
Well, and the traffic on Twitter, of course, just spikes right before the midterm, so this is a really wild time to lay so many people off.
And in terms of verification, and that's one of the things where a lot of the people left was in verification, but also content moderation, and making sure, going through these things, and making sure when people submit this is offensive, this is bullying, this is dangerous type tweets, that there are enough people to actually go through that stuff and check on it, which is one of the things that Musk had said that he wanted to get rid of because he wanted to be a free speech absolutist, except when it comes to people imitating him, then they have to identify themselves as being parodied.
Tell me about Jimmy Kimmel. So Jimmy had a big announcement.
Yeah, he's going to host the Oscars again. This will be the third time. The last time he did it was 2018. He did 2 years in a row, 2017, which was the envelope gate thing and the mix-up with Moonlight and La La Land. He came back for 2018. Then they went 3 years with no host. Then last year they had 3 hosts. And you'll said Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. And now this year, Jimmy Kimmel will be back as the host. As we saw the past 2 years, the numbers for the Oscars dropped under 20 million viewers for the first time ever. And, you know, a lot of that has to do with COVID and the way the world was, and also people, though, less and less wanting to watch award shows. But the last time Kimmel had hosted, the last 2 times he had hosted, it was up over 30 million. And so I think they're hoping to help to get that number back. Whether or not the host has anything to do with the numbers, right? We still don't know the science behind that. If you put Jimmy Kimmel in, if you put Chris Rock and Will Smith together in,
yeah. You know that they were spitballing that, right?
Sure, absolutely. And the word...
Sure, you know Will Smith. Do you think he would do it? No, I don't think Chris Rock would do it. Hold on a second. Maybe we got that part of it. Yeah, you know that conversation is being had.
I think they had asked Chris Rock. That was one... There was a story to that, and he said that he wasn't interested. But whether they do that or, you know, they resurrect Bob Hope and put him in there,